Today I'm going to make banana chocolate chip muffins, and this is from a recipe that I got off of all recipes. I don't know the name of it, but it's for banana bread, and it basically is 2 cups of flour, a quarter teaspoon of half a teaspoon of baking soda, a cup of white sugar, an egg, milk. Calls for 5 tablespoons of milk, and then we need some baking powder, a teaspoon of baking powder, and half a cup of margarine, which is basically a stick here, and then I usually use like 3 bananas for one recipe. It also calls for a half a cup of chopped walnuts, but I never use nuts. But what I'll do is I'll add in the chocolate chips. And then I'll put it in this pan. Okay, so I'm going to start with the paddle attachment, a stick of butter, and a cup of sugar. And just cream that together. Once that looks good, then I'm going to add in 1 egg, and I've already beaten it slightly, and 1/3 of a cup of milk. So I'm going to peel and put in the bananas. These bananas, they look gross on the outside, but they are so perfect for this recipe on the inside. And then I'm just going to slowly mash those together. If I have a whole bunch of bananas, if I have 6 bananas, I will double the recipe because this recipe is so good, but I only had the 3 today. Okay, my sister taught me this trick. Take your flour and just stir it with a knife. The flour is already sifted. And even though it says sift the ingredients together, this is all I ever do. I just take a knife. You can tell it's actually harder down below. But I'm just doing the top part because I'm only going to take a cup. I'm going to do this all with one hand here, so. Okay, so now I have a cup of flour. And then what I usually do, and this is my trick, tips, whatever, this is how I do it. I need a teaspoon of baking powder. So what I'll do is I'll get a teaspoon of baking powder, and then I just put it right in there, like that. And that's my, I consider sifted together. Then I'll add that over. This will be 1 cup of flour with the baking powder. Oops. I'll just add that in. Stir that up. And I'll come back over here and I'll do it all again. Just take another cup, and this time flour in there. Again, I'm doing this with one hand. Okay, cup of flour. And this time I need half a teaspoon of baking soda. Okay, half teaspoon of baking soda. Same thing, I'm just gonna put it right in there. Cover it up. Bring it over here. Toss it in. Supposed to sift it all together. I never do. Okay, so that mixed up. I lifted the blade so I could scrape down the sides. I'm going to add in a half a cup of chocolate chips. Actually, I think I might make that a full cup of chocolate chips. There we go. And then I'm going to put this in the pan, the muffin pan. Okay, so for these regular size muffins, I'm going to place them in the oven at 350 for 20 minutes. But I do have other specifications. If you're making mini muffins, just a little tiny mini muffins, I usually do that, again, 350 for 16 to 18 minutes until they're a little brown on top. But now we've graduated to the big muffins. I also do 2 mini loaf pans, or I'm sorry, I do these mini loaf pans. They're actually, it's this size. So they're 4 little mini loaves. They're just little. I do those for 45 minutes. So I'm not really sure why they cook longer in that, but anyway, so we'll do 20 minutes on these, and then we'll check them and make sure that they come out good. And there you go. Banana chocolate chip muffins, and snack is served.